always stay ready. Hey, yeah, I'm ready. Hey, we ready.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a full-on review on World 7. That means the tower, the world itself, and everything that I liked and disliked about the whole entire World 7 in general, which includes the tower. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did wait a long time to make this video. I wanted to wait till Tower 3 comes out. I wanted to wait until I completed Tower 3 a few times to get a real feel on it. And also I just wanted to sit down and rethink over everything that they have added for World 7. I'm not sure if this is the last update that World 7 received, but I will make another review video if they do add more to World 7. I feel like they might, but in case they don't, here's this video. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first part of this review, we're going to be talking about just the world. Okay, like the theme of the world, the different areas, everything. We're just gonna be talking about just the world itself. Now, I think this world is beautiful. I think it's amazing. Probably one of the best worlds they have made yet. World 3 is still my top favorite, still my number one. I still really like World 3. I don't know why, but I just love snowy areas and like just themes around that. But this world is really awesome. I really do like the theme of it. It looks amazing to me. Like, I was pretty stunned or shocked when I saw the trailer for this world. So it looks really good. Like, don't get me wrong, developers, you did an amazing job building this world. It looks amazing. Like, hands down, you guys deserve a pat on the back for it. This world's awesome. The music for it, I really do like the music for it. The mobs, I will say the mobs, I feel like they're sort of reskinned or just retextures of old mobs that we had before, with obviously like sprinkled like little different move sets here and there. But I was really hoping that we got like different mobs. Now we did get some, mainly in the bosses, but for like the normal mobs that you see running around that you just go around and kill once in a while, they're kind of like retextured mobs that we had before, like the what are they called, the gladiators. They kind of remind me of World 2's like goblins, but with just armor on, and they have, you know, Paladin's beam of light attack. But with that being said, I mean, the mobs don't really feel too unique. We've seen the cursed horse since World 1, we've seen the goblins since World 2, and it's kind of been like the same sort of 4 or 5 mobs that they reuse, just with different textures, and sometimes they might slap a different move set onto them, but it's essentially just the same mobs. So I can't really be too hyped for the mobs, but I will say the world bosses, although the dragon is sort of reskinned, he does have like, I think, 1 or 2 new movesets that I really do like. I always like the dragon to begin with. The dragon is really awesome of a boss. I really like fighting the dragon. The Minotaur, I love fighting the Minotaur. That was pretty awesome. I was really stoked to see the Minotaur. I'm not sure what a boss they have. I think they have like Hades as a boss, or Cerberus, or whatever the heck the name is. But we've seen those mobs before. Cerberus was like World 2 boss, so we've seen those mobs before. It wasn't anything different, it was just retextured. But I do like, I think there's Hades. I do like Hades, and I do like Zeus. I will talk about Zeus later on. But Hades, he's pretty cool. I really do like Hades. But that pretty much sums up everything about the world. Oh, the different areas of the world. I do really enjoy exploring the world. I do love, you go from like the Greek mythology, sort of like this heaven type of area, all the way down to like basically what assumed to be hell, and you just have like, it looks really cool. You have like this chain that's connected to it. I really liked it. You guys, pat on back, you guys did good. I really like this world. Like, the world itself is so beautiful. I really liked it. You guys did an awesome job. Okay, so building the world, you did a credible job. The music, you did really good. I really like the music. The mobs, I feel like you could have done a bit more with them. I feel like you could have at least added like one brand new mob that's among the the normal mobs. You could have add like one brand new one that we haven't seen before. So I feel like a little work could have been done there. The world bosses, I was pretty fine with them. I really like them. Even though one of them is just sort of a retextured of a boss we had before, I really do like it. I like battling the dragon. What can I say? I like dragons, but I do like the world. The world was good. If I were to give the world a separate review from the everything else, it would probably be about a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good. Now let's go ahead and move on to the second part of this video, which will be the dungeons. So this part of the video is gonna be really short. A little bit of a rant, I will say. There was only one dungeon, only one new dungeon that they added for this world, which I felt was a slap to the face. I felt like recently they have been adding less and less dungeons and been primarily focusing on towers. And although towers, don't get me wrong, towers are good, they're fun to do. I feel like we need more dungeons. I feel like there need at least like 3 different dungeons for each world. I feel like we need more, because like only world 1 through 4 only have like multiple different dungeons. Everything else after that has like maybe 1 or 2 dungeons themed around it. And you have world 6 and 7, which only have 1. I think, well, actually no, world 6 I believe only has 1, and world 7 only has 1. I think world 5 has like 2, but I still feel like we need more dungeons, you know? Like, I still do dungeons from time to time, and I feel like we need more of them. Now, the dungeon itself does look really good. Like, in terms of how it looks, I really do like the look of the dungeon. It looks amazing. Like, 10 out of 10. You did a really good job building the dungeon. I like the way the dungeon looks. But I will say the dungeon was a bit too long for me. Like, I feel like dungeons in this game should be quick. Like how they were at the beginning, quick. You know, you could get it done within 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know, maybe if the dungeon was really hard for you, you get done in 4 minutes. But this dungeon, I felt like it took like 10 minutes to do. And I felt like that was just way too long. Like, no dungeon should be, it shouldn't take no longer than 5 minutes. I'm sorry for my stuttering, but it shouldn't take no longer than 5 minutes to complete. And I felt like this dungeon just took a little bit too long to complete. And I know there's some dungeons like they made before that do take a little too long, but I just hope they don't make that a trend when they make new dungeons. Please keep them short and simple and sweet. That's the way we like them. Them being too long, or at least feeling too long, I can't do it, because it basically makes you not want to do a dungeon, because you know you're gonna be sitting there for about at least 8 to 10 minutes doing that dungeon, when in reality it should only take about 4 to 5. So dungeons need to be shortened. This is one thing I've noticed that they have been doing since, like, I believe since World 6 came out, is that they're starting to add less and less legendaries, if no legendaries at all, into these dungeons, the higher level they are, or just certain dungeons to begin with. I believe World 6 dungeon and World 7 dungeons don't have any legendaries to offer. And I feel like they should. Yes, I understand the tower is like supposed to be the place where you get your legendary, but not everyone wants to do that. And it's kind of weird that, you know, the first like 5 worlds you could get legendaries from the dungeons, but then after that it just stops. It feels very weird. So I feel like they need to bring back like new legendaries that can be grinded for in the dungeons, you know. Now obviously they can raise the level cap for the previous dungeons, like the dungeons in world 4, 3, 2. They could raise the level cap, even 1. They could raise the level cap so that you could get those legendaries at a high level. But I want to see the new legendaries in the new dungeons. You give more purpose to the dungeons. You know, like, let the towers be like, oh, you have like a higher chance of getting legendaries, but you also can get pets and stuff like that. But let the dungeons, you know, just be like, hey, if you just want to simply grind for a legendary, do the dungeon. If you want to grind for a legendary and pets and like food and gold and even XP, do the tower. even battle pass. The tower is great for battle pass. It's worse, like it's terrible for dungeons, but it's really good for battle pass, like for towers. I mean, the battle pass. I don't know what I just said. I'm gonna repeat that. The tower is good for the battle pass. The dungeon is not, and leave it at that. So please add legendaries back into the dungeons, please. Like, not only will it make legendaries more obtainable and easier to get, but it'll be for those group of people who just want to farm legendaries. So give dungeons purpose again, because at this point they really have no purpose. Give dungeons a purpose again, and put legendaries back into them. Like, you need a legendary in them. I'm sorry, but you need something to make people want to care about the dungeon. And I think putting a legendary in there will make people care. So let's go ahead and move on to the third part of this video, which is Battle Pass. Now, the Battle Pass I do like. I will say off the bat, it's not as good as the previous ones, but I do like this Battle Pass. Like, if I were to give this Battle Pass a review by itself, it'll probably be about, I'll say, a 6 out of 10. It's a little bit above average. I do like the Battle Pass, don't get me wrong. I love the surfboard. I love the some of the cosmetics. I love the little scuba diver suit that you get. But I feel like this Battle Pass doesn't have enough cosmetics. There's way, at least in my opinion, there's way too many chests and auras and little stuff that not many people care that much about. At least me personally, I don't care that much about dyes. I don't care that much about auras. I mean, I do like them. You can have them in the Battle Pass, but I feel like there was just too many, too many of them, and not enough cosmetics. And I also noticed, I'm not sure when they stopped doing this. I'm not sure if the previous Battle Pass had a pet or not, but bring back pets for the Battle Pass. Like, those are pretty awesome. Like, I remember doing a Halloween Battle Pass and I got the pumpkin pet, and then I did I think the Halloween one was the only one with a pet. There might have been one more Battle Pass with a pet, but I remember the Halloween one, and they need to bring back pets like that, for Battle Passes, like little exclusive pets that you can only get during this Battle Pass. Bring those back. That was cool. I really enjoyed that. And I was like, I was a little disappointed, but at the same time I was a little surprised that we didn't get a pet, because I was thinking, like, didn't we used to get pets before? Like, I'm pretty sure like at least 2 of the Battle Passes we got pets from. So what's the deal? Where the pets at? So bring back, like, pets. Like, maybe if you do a Battle Pass for let's see what's coming up. I guess the next major one might be the Halloween one. Let's say if you do another Halloween Battle Pass, bring back the pumpkin, or make a new one. Make like instead of a jack-o'-lantern, it's like, I don't know, you get like a headless horseman pet or something, or you get like a little cursed horse as a pet. Bring back pets for the Battle Pass. I think we need those. Those are pretty cool. I like them. You might like them. Everybody likes them. It's a pet. Who don't like it? But overall, the Battle Pass, it was alright. It was pretty decent. I feel like they could have added like 2 or 3 more cosmetics in there for outfits and stuff, and just remove some of those like extra dyes and chests, because I felt like those were really necessary, especially dyes. I'm not sure if a lot of people like dyes, but me personally, I don't really use them. They just sort of take up my inventory space. For me, dyes are kind of useless because everyone's wearing cosmetics nowadays. So what's the point of dyes? Like, everyone has cosmetics on. I know some armors look better than the cosmetics, but about a good, I'll say 60-70% of the people who play World Zero has cosmetics on, and a lot of them don't even use dyes. They just like the ones who don't use cosmetics a lot of the time don't really use dyes, like, because 9 times out of 10 the armor you use the dye on will eventually get replaced, and you can't get that dye back. So a lot of them don't reuse it. But that's it for the Battle Pass. Let's move on to the final part, which is the tower. So, the tower. Oh my goodness. We've been waiting for this tower for a really long time, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, it does have a few things that I can criticize, but for the most part, I really enjoy this tower. Like, this tower has brought a little bit of hype back into me for World Zero, and I really do like this tower. The way the tower looks, oh my god, this tower looks amazing. I don't know why, but for some reason I really love like being up in the sky. Like, this tower is amazing, bro. I really like the look of this tower. It looks beautiful to me. I really like it. And it feels good, like doing 10 floors. I know a lot of people were upset about the whole like 10 floor change. I like the 10 floors. It makes the tower quicker, and not only that, but tower 3, you can actually solo the tower now. Like, you can solo it. I have done that. I've soloed it and beaten it in 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to do a quicker time if possible, but I've beaten it in 30 minutes, and it's awesome. I really do like this tower. I like the 10 floors out of 15 because it makes it quicker. It makes grinding for legendaries just a little bit quicker and easier. So I do like that. But there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I want to get the bad stuff out of the way before I talk about the really good stuff. So let's go ahead and get the bad stuff out of the way real quick. Waves. I don't get me wrong. I enjoy waves. Do not get me wrong. I like waves. But I feel like, at least in the tower, we should have gotten more with waves. Every wave should have like at least had like one big guy or threat or mini boss or something that would come after, or even at the end of the wave. Like when wave 5, I was really expecting some sort of mini boss to come out. So I feel like if you just add that to the waves, they'll be even more awesome. But because they're not there, waves are kind of like this thing that after a while it kind of gets very repetitive. So I sort of don't I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on waves. I think it'll be a really good thing to have like an own separate game mode. Like, maybe you can go and do like just waves as a game mode. Like how you could do the tower. You can have like a little thing where you can just go and just do waves. But I feel like these waves need to have some sort of challenge to them. So instead of adding elites, maybe add like a mini boss or something at the end of each wave, or at the end of like wave 5 for each floor that has waves. I feel like that would be good. That would definitely add a little bit more sauce to the whole tower. But another bad thing, and I've talked about this a lot, and to me personally, I feel like this needs to be changed. Rares. I feel like at least at the end of the tower, when you, like, for example, defeat Zeus, there should be no chances of getting rares. I feel like remove rares from towers. Like, there's been countless times where I've done the tower and I've gotten 4 or 3 rares in a row from, like, after I defeat Zeus. I'll get from all 4 of the chests, a good 3 of them or 2 of them, sometimes all 4 of them will give me rares. And I've done the tower solo. Took me 30 minutes, and at the end of it, I got 3 rares and 1 purple. I don't know what the purple was. I think it's epic, but I got 3 rares and a purple. Like, that was a slap to my face. I was like, bro, I sat here for 30 minutes and nearly died twice to Zeus, and all I get is 3 rares. Like, what? Please, World Zero, remove rares from towers. Rares bring me depression every time I see them. Last time rares were good was when you're on floor like World 1. That's the last time rares were any good. After that, they're complete garbage. Why do we still get rares? Like, I know it's supposed to like add a bit of randomness and RNG, and it's supposed to make it harder to get a legendary, but please, at least for the last floor, at least remove rares. Like, oh my god. Like, I'll be more happy getting 4 purples than 3 purples and 1 rare. I'll be way more happy to get 4 purples in a row, because at the very least, it's something that could be used. Like I could get a purple bow that will do better than a legendary bow. You know, you never know. With the certain perks, it could do better. I'll be fine getting purples, but remove rares, please. Please, I'm begging you, at least remove them from the final boss. I feel like you should not get them from the final boss because that's just a big slap to the face. A big slap. And it does not feel rewarding when you get all rares or you get mostly rares. It does not feel rewarding at all. It feels like, man, I just wasted 30-40 minutes of my life grinding this tower and all I'm getting is rares. So please remove those. I cannot stress that enough. I hate rares. I hate getting them, and I don't see why they're in the tower to begin with, other than to just add a bit more RNG. So that's that. Now we can go ahead and talk about the good stuff, because that's mainly like the two things I had issues with. Is just that the waves could use a bit more sauce to them, and to remove rares at least from the final boss's loot. Let's go ahead and talk about the good stuff with the tower. Now, one good thing I really do like is the cat. The cat is amazing. I don't know why, but I love the new pet. This cat, oh my goodness. I will literally grind the tower just for the cat. I want that 1% chance cat. Like, this cat is freaking awesome. And his perk or his skills, oh my god, I love the skill. You can run fast, and at the same time you can damage enemies, and anytime you damage an enemy, you'll heal. This cat is OP. I'm calling it out. It's OP. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm gonna just assume that it's OP. The cat is awesome. I like the animations. I like how it looks. Awesome. 10 out of 10. Freaking love the cat. Zeus. Oh, Zeus. Where do I even start with Zeus? The player model for Zeus, or the model. Oh my god. Freaking masterpiece. Zeus looks amazing, bro. Whoever modeled him, you're a genius. Zeus looks amazing. His animations look amazing. Like, Zeus feels like a really epic boss, like a really epic battle. Like, it feels like that every time I'm fighting Zeus. He is amazing. I love him. Please, if you make more towers in the future, make all your bosses, your final bosses for the tower, feel like Zeus, because that felt amazing. I haven't felt like that since the first time I fought the dragon on World 3. Like, that was the last time I felt like that. That felt amazing. I love Zeus. But there's one thing about Zeus that I forgot to mention earlier. One of his attacks seemed to be broken. I think it's the what is it, when he shoot like the little laser beam from out of his hammer onto the stage. A good, like, half the time when it hits me, it doesn't do any damage, and when it does do damage, it barely does damage. Like, for example, I have 200k health, right, as an archer. It will probably lower my health. It'll probably do like 30k damage when I get hit by the beam. That's nothing. And I'll get hit like once. That's nothing. They need to like fix the beam, maybe make it like hurt more, or just at the very least fix the hitbox detection with the beam, because that hitbox does not work. Like, that beam has went right through me and I took no damage, but like if the beam comes next to me, I take damage. Like, the hitbox is really wacky. They need to fix the hitbox for the beam. But overall, it looks really cool. It looks really good. But that's basically it for this entire World 7 review. I mean, I wanted to split it up into different parts so I could go over everything. But I will say this World 7 in general, Tower 3 included, I don't know if they're gonna add anything more. They might. But at this point in time of me making this video and Tower 3 only being released, I think, since yesterday, I would give this world maybe, I'm torn right now. It's either a 6 or a 7 out of 10. If the Tower 3 never came out, this world would probably be a 3 out of 10, to be honest. Like, the only thing it had it going for it was just the music and the Minotaur and the world theme and how it looked. Everything else about it I felt was just really bad, and just not, it was just bad. But the tower for me really raised it up, mainly Zeus. and just the way the tower looks. That I love that. Like, I could tell they put a lot of time into Zeus. I could tell they put a lot of time into making the tower, like building the stage. I could tell that stuff took time, and I appreciate it. Obviously, not everything is perfect though. There's gonna be some things that they could do better, and that's mainly why I make this video, just to point out some of the flaws in this update and obviously see what you guys think about it. But at the same time, just, you know, let the developers know that, hey, next time you do stuff like this is what we want, or this is like at least the step in the right direction. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap of some of the more important things that I had to say about this whole update. Add legendaries back to dungeons, please. Pretty please add them back. Like, for people who want a legendary grind, they don't have to do the tower, they can do the dungeon instead. Of course, people will still do the tower though, for the pets, for the XP, for the battle pass progressions, for all that stuff, and they will still get legendaries. But also bring legendaries back to the dungeon. I don't see why you have to remove them in the first place. Make dungeons shorter, okay? Please, no more 10-minute long dungeons, or 8-minute long, or 7-minute. I don't care. Make them like under 5 minutes. Dungeons, since we got towers now, dungeons need to be quick and easy, like they always been. So make those like faster, basically. I don't want long dungeons. That long dungeons leave a bad taste in my mouth, and I feel bored generally half the time when I do them. And also remove rares from. I feel like personally you should just remove rares from the tower overall, but for the sake of it being RNG, or at least like, I guess RNG, at least remove rares or lower the rarity chance at the final boss for his loot. Like, yes, it'll make it a little easier to get legendaries, but that's the whole point. Like, I don't want to get 4, 3, however many rares out of the chest. Like I said, you'll complete Zeus, you'll go to collect the chest. There's 4 chests there, and after you go through all 4 chests, like, why am I getting 3 rares from it? Out of all 4 chests, 3 of them is rares and 1 of them is a purple. Why is that happening? I don't want that to happen. So please remove rares from the equation. I promise you, it'll make a lot of people happy. No one can be upset about that. It'll make everyone happy. But that's basically it for this whole entire review. It's a pretty long video. I know I ranted a lot, but there was a lot to go over. I wanted to make sure I get everything, and I tackled everything. Like I said, they could add more. They could like change some things around. So please keep in mind that this video was recorded like literally the next day after Tower 3 was released. So please keep that in mind. If you guys, you know, like a month later come back and you're like, man, this review is stupid. World 7 has this now, it has that, it changed this. Please keep in mind that this video is recorded right after Tower 3, okay? Keep that in mind, because I do think they might add a little bit more, or might change a little bit more about World 7 before they move on to the next world. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more content like this, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, I want to apologize for the background noise. I do apologize for that. I don't have the power to change it or fix it, sadly, at least at the moment. But I will soon, hopefully. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.